We had a storm blow through the area the other day and blow down a bunch of tree limbs, and as I was mowing at one of our rental properties, there was a limb down on the ground. I had to pick it up, and I've got to take it out of my truck. So it gave me the idea, I'm going to try to make some pulls for the cabinet knobs out of it. So let's try our hand at it and see what we can do with it. So I just kind of sliced them into sections here. Not any certain thickness or anything, didn't measure them, just sliced them so they'd all be kind of uneven and different. But you can see they look pretty cool after slicing them. I actually bought some pulls like this for a tiny house that I built a couple years back, and I paid about $3 a piece for them, so this is definitely a way cheaper way to do it, and they look pretty cool. When we bought this building, it came with this big belt sander. It's a wet belt sander for glass. This used to be a glass shop, and they left it behind. In the 4 or 5 years I've owned the building, we have used it for all kinds of stuff. It seems to work really good for everything. So we're going to sand these down. It'll smooth them out, help bring out the color a little bit on them, and just make them look a little better. You can really see on this one, it helped bring out the colors in it. Just added some character to it. Real fast and easy to do, and it helps bring out the character and look of it. So we're just going to take some short Phillips screws here in the drill and put in them so that they'll have a way to hold and suspend after we dip them in the lacquer, and they'll dry evenly and won't have spots that didn't get covered or uneven spots on them. These holes will also be the holes for the pulls, or to attach the pulls to the cabinets themselves after we get ready to install them. You can see my workbench is still a mess here from the styrofoam insulation we did in the bus the other day. That stuff is a mess and gets everywhere. You can see after we get done with it here, it's just got a screw in it to hang it by, and that'll also be, like I said, how we mount it. I have no idea what type of tree this limb came off of. It's just, like I said, just had fell down from the storm. It's just a common run-of-the-mill tree. Looks like it might be a pecan. I don't know. I'm not a woodworker though. Some ash or pecan, some kind of hardwood. But it looks really cool after I got some styrofoam in it, after we sliced it up. So now we're going to dip them in the lacquer to put a nice gloss finish on them. So we've got this Rust-Oleum triple thick polyurethane that we're going to coat them in. I actually tried this already on one of them, and it worked out well, but it didn't get it as thick as I wanted. I thought it'd be a really thick cover on it, really like thick and almost like a poly resin. But it ended up just being, I mean, it was a nice cover, but not what I expected. So if I had to do it again, I would have just got the spray finish to put on them, because that stuff was $14 for a quart can of it. I'm not going to use near all of it. The spray stuff is like $5, so I'd probably just go that route if I did it again, but since I've already got it, I'm going to use it. And the way I'm doing these is I'm just taking them and submerging them completely in the finish there and letting it completely cover it. Now I kind of rotate it so it'll get in all the bark, get down and seal everything real good. Shake off that excess. It is gonna drip. That's why I've got this trash can here on my makeshift line that I've got hanging on, so it don't get all over my floor, catches it in the can. We just cover it like that, get all that excess off, shake it off real good, and then I hold it real lightly on the corners. As long as you do it real lightly, it will run and cover where you're holding it at. And I use the screw to attach it to the clothesline up here with a clothespin. And I've just got a couple more to do. So after you let them hang for a minute, you're gonna see on the bottom of them, you're gonna get all kinds of little droplets, and it's going to be uneven, you can actually just take a rag and kind of dot it. Don't rub it, but just dot the bottom of it, and it'll get those droplets out. And you may have to check it again after 10 or 15 minutes to get all of them. So I cheated and made some of these ahead of time, and I actually experimented with it a little bit. Made some before the video. The first ones we did, we actually cut a shorter limb off of the same tree that had a little limb on it, or the same stick, and sanded it down and left some of the bark on, sanded some of it off, and then cut it into little sections like this to do some smaller pools with, and we finished those in the same finish, and that's what they look like finished. Pretty cool looking, but we decided we liked the sliced disc looking better, so that's what we went with. Those are definitely cool, and we may use them somewhere else though. But another really cool pool you can make, super cheap, quick, easy, and like I said, with just sticks you pick up out of the yard. This is what the other one looks like finished. You can see it had a few little bubbles on it there. We can put those on the inside or sand them out and redo it, but looks really cool. Easy way to make some awesome looking pools that will work really well. When we go to install them, we'll use these little metal bushings. You can pick them up at Lowe's or any hardware store. They come in a pack of 2, and we'll use them as spacers. Put them on the back like so, use a longer screw, go through it, and then you'll have a spacer for your pool. And these are stainless, so you got a cool modern stainless look with the rustic tree look. So really neat pools that you can make very inexpensive and really quick to make.